Hello everybody, welcome to World Monologue Games. You are watching the main professional category. It has taken us some time to get here, but we are here. My name is Pete Malicki. I am the creator of World Monologue Games and your host. So World Monologue Games was set up in response to the global pandemic as a way of creating a platform for performers to be able to showcase their work and to stay busy. And we have kept it going, I guess, as has the pandemic, but we are here to showcase 350 performers in this year's regional finals from a total of 51 countries. So it is pretty incredible that we've got almost a third of the whole world's countries getting involved in the event. We have a total of 27 shows across 6 categories in the regional finals, and this is the main professional category for professional actors who are performing a 1 to 2.5 minute monologue. As our viewers, you guys get to vote for the performers that you'd like to help select to go through to our global finals, the best of the best from this year's event. You can't vote yet. I will come back on at the end and tell you how you can do that. There will be a voting link in the description of this video, but it's not yet published because who are you voting for? You can't vote before you see the show, obviously. A couple of things before we move on. So just please be aware that there is strong language and adult themes at the games. If you are sensitive to any content, it may well be present tonight, so please do be warned. If you want to support us, hit the like button. That really helps with the algorithm. Subscribe if you want to find out about the rest of our events and get notifications, and leave a chat message or a comment if you're not watching live to our performers. Show them a bit of love. They'll be very appreciative. All right, look, that's about all from me for now. So what I'm going to do is just play you a recorded message from our global ambassador, Chen Tang. Chen is a fine actor who you might have seen in Milan or the TV series Warrior and many other things, Grey's Anatomy. Chen is our global ambassador this year, but last year he was our global champion. He won the main professional category. So Chen's just got a few words to say, and then I'm going to hand directly over to our performers. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy World Monologue Games 2021. Regional Finals, main professional category, Africa and Asia.
Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone. Welcome to the show. This is Chen Tang, and this is the World Monologue Games Regional Livestream Finals. Strap in, because it's going to be a hell of a ride. Enjoy the show, everyone.
So this is what happens. It's a Saturday, I'm in a jolly mood, and I got nowhere to go. So I tuck my newspaper under one arm, coffee in hand, and I head to that bench in the park, which faces the wrong way and no one wants to sit on. But it's perfect for people like me, who are just happy to enjoy the fresh air and read their papers. On the way, I stop. When I come across this car, it's full of stuff, and I'm in full. The entire back seat, even the passenger seat, was packed to the roof. The only available space was the driver's seat, which also had some junk spilling on it. And I see this guy. He's sitting on the bonnet, and I can tell he's homeless because his piss stink, his filthy clothing, and the fact that he lived in his car was a giveaway. And I think to myself, poor man. He didn't choose this life, because neither would I. And I know neither would you. So it must be miserable. Maybe the kindness of a stranger might lift him up, and if enough people were nice to this guy, he might just get himself out of this life. So I give him my coffee. He takes it like it's a chore, like I have to give this to him. but I still pause for my thank you, which never comes. No smile of appreciation, not even a nod of acknowledgement. This guy, he's down on his day. I shrug and walk off. It took me 5 seconds later to come back rushing, slap the damn thing out of his hands, and I go, I did not have to give you this, you know. Sure, yeah, sure, your life is a mess, we see it. But no one is above and beyond a tiny little drop of appreciation. You know what he does? He gives me the indifferent face, says nothing, barely even blinks, no eye contact. That just pisses me even more, and I go, you know what the problem is? The problem is you don't care about anything, even yourself. So why don't you just do all of us a favor and just hang yourself? I rush to my bench in the park while this guy sits, stares vacantly at nothing. I mean, you have to care.
I won't pray for you. I'm sorry, but I can't. Just wait. Please listen to me before you bite my head off. It's not that I don't care about Emmy. I do. I'm mortified, completely mortified that your young, beautiful girl is so sick. Yes, dying, I know. Look, I can help you with the housework or cooking or give you money or any help that you need, but I won't pray for you. Why? For me, it all comes down to God. You see, God is omniscient, all-knowing, all-loving, the man with the plan, and a really good plan. In fact, I used to pray for the poor, the needy, the starving children, the victims of the nature's wrath. But then I realized, God knows. He knows everything. I'm not giving him any new information when I say, people are starving. They're going to die if you don't intervene. So if I pray to him and say, please God, don't let Emmy die of leukemia. She's just sick. She deserves to live. What I'm really saying is you screwed up, God. You shouldn't have given cancer to a child. You might be the all-knowing, all-loving, supreme being, but you really fucked up this time, buddy. I don't know why God is letting Emmy die, Cynthia. It breaks my heart to know he is. But I can't question God's plan. I just can't.
Devil, for God's sake, hence, and trouble us not, for thou hast made this happy earth thy hell, filled it with cursed cries and deep exclaims. Thou delight to view thy heinous deeds, behold this pattern of thy butcheries. Oh, gentlemen, see! See! Dead Henry's wounds open their congealed mouths and bleed afresh. Lush, thou lump of foul deformity, for 'tis thy presence which exhales this blood from cold and empty veins where no blood dwells. Thy deeds inhuman and unnatural. Provokes this deluge most unnatural.
Everyone keeps telling me, if you want to get over the divorce, you have to get back out there. That shouldn't bother me. But it does, you know? I don't think people would be saying that to me if she died, right? You're allowed to grieve and become a hermit when your spouse dies. But not if she leaves you for a tennis instructor. How's that fair? It's not, right? Anyway, according to my mother, I'm wallowing. So I'm really trying to make an effort here. It's just so hard when all the women I meet are cold or needy or just not interesting, you know? I guess it's just that everyone seems like a pale comparison to Allison. Her name was Allison, by the way. She's still alive. I guess I mentioned that. So yeah, I know there are a lot of interesting people out there. Then I want to be happy again. But it's just so hard sometimes to reach out to another person and trust them with your soul like that. Sorry if that was too much to put on you on the first date. Tell me something about your life. Tell me everything about you.
People talk about explosions, but you don't know, do you? Not really. Knocked the shit out of me. Everything went white. Improvised explosive device, my ass. They're getting better and better. Vehicle landed on its side. You were out cold. I knew you couldn't get out even if you woke. They were taking us back to base. The others were in the vehicle in front. Brian, Jack, Pocky, Harley, my mates, the bully boys. At least I felt they were my mates. You said they told you about the boy. Said I killed him. After all I'd been through, I was so angry with them. I don't want to be angry with them. Not now. The blast took half the road with it. Funny thing is, their vehicle looked fine. Honestly, just the same as before. I ran to the back to open up, get them out. I thought they were right because there was no noise. I looked inside and couldn't hear any noise. You know, but you know, shock. Maybe they were shocked. I couldn't get the doors open. The handle was hot. Then the doors burst open. It was the liquid, you see. Like a fire hose of hot liquid exploding over me. Nothing but liquid. Hot liquid. The lads had been drenched over me. My friends poured over me. The smell. I can't stop thinking about them.
I've always been so pathetically easy to please, Wallace. Lobster? Peanut butter sandwich. Nom 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 nom. Mashed potato and gravy that you dropped on the floor and stepped on it. Nom 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 nom. It was Boo that taught me all kinds of concepts like depth of flavor, balance, al dente, burnt. Don't laugh, it's burnt in a good way, like broccolini or maybe asparagus spears. Here's the thing, your food was good, but it was a bit overflavored. First bite of each dish was delicious, but was so rich you couldn't take a third bite. Heavy sauces and suffocating citrus made it also overwhelming. Chef just needs to keep it in his pants, you know. Sure, whip it once or twice to give it a gross squirt of his finest pooch, but if he's flopping that thing around constantly, he's going to scare off the children. Oh. No, sorry. Oh, my bad. I apologize. This is my footwear side coming out. Boo had that in check, you know. Boo inspired me to just focus on finer things in life and be a better person and be nice and be kind and happy and be really, really, really happy and to smile. Because Boo and I could do anything together. And we would be really, really, really happy. Just so happy. Until the day we died. So yeah, not a bad meal, but use a bit less sauce next time.
Okay. One day when I was practicing preaching outside, it rained. And I thought, we're gonna need a church with a roof. And a miracle happened because that very day Adele said to me, my father is dead. Now to understand why I knew this was a miracle, we have to go back in time. Imagine, 2 years ago, on the 5th day of my semi-annual fast, which also happened to be on Cinco de Mayo, the 5th of May, which is the 5th month of the year, I was wandering through the basement stacks of the Rochambeau library, I was lightheaded. Well, because I was fasting, I was lightheaded. I was discouraged. I had a low-paying job. My car was. My visa bill was. I was in the basement of a library. So, there I was in the basement, just reading here and there, and I opened a journal with an article about a medieval aviary. Oh, not a building aviary, but not a building aviary, but a book aviary. A medieval book written by monks, which explained everything in the form of stories about birds. The vulture devours corpses like a sinner delights in carnal knowledge, and the sparrow is an inconstant and restless bird like a faithless man flying from God. And, oh, right, and suddenly a flashing insight cut through my lightheadedness and despair, and I realized the bird is God revealing all. On the 5th day of the 5th month in my 40th year, and 40 is 5 times 5 plus 5 and 5 and 5, I realized the 5th day of creation is really the holiest of holy days. Not the 6th, not the 7th, the 5th, the day God created birds. And I felt a deep calm. I had a message to share.
Hi, my friend. Hey, sweets. Oh, no, that's too cheery. Hi, love. How you doing? I just wanted to call to find out how you're doing. I'm sorry. Stop saying Hey, sweetie, how you doing? I'm sorry I haven't called you. I kept meaning to, but I didn't really know what to say. And then I would even go and pick up the phone, and then something else would happen, and then a whole nother day had gone by, and then I really didn't know what to say, and now I am babbling. Hey, sweetie, how you doing? And hey, how's your mom? Oh, really? Oh, I am so glad to hear that. I mean, I wasn't really worried, you know? She is such a strong woman. There's no way she'd let a little thing like Cam... Hi, sweetie, how you doing? Oh, I'm so sorry.
বাহ, তাই রে? চোখের সামনে তোর পথি বউটা মরুক, আর তুই দাঁড়িয়ে দাঁড়িয়ে তার মরণ দেখ। এ কি দিনকাল এলো, হ্যাঁ? আরে আমার বউয়ের যখন বাচ্চা হবে, বুঝলি, আমি 3 দিন নাগারে তার শিওরের গোড়ায় বসিছে। কি বুঝলি? তবে শোন করে বলি, সে অমাবস্যার রাত, বুঝলি, চারিদিকে অন্ধকার, বাইরে ঝিঝি পোকা ডাকতেছে। ভূত, পেতনি, দত্তি, দানব সব ওই আমরা ডালে বসে নৃত্য করতেছে। এই সমগ্র পৃথিবীটা অন্ধকারে ছেয়ে গেছে, আর ঘরের মধ্যে আমি আর আমার পোয়াটি। কি বুঝলি? সে যন্ত্রণায় কাতরাচ্ছে। এমন সময় বাইরে শুনতেছি শো শো করে শব্দ হতিছে, ঝড় উঠিছে, কাল বৈশাখী। গাছপালা, লতা পাতা সব ঠকঠক করে কাঁপতেছে। মনে হচ্ছে এগো সমগ্র পৃথিবীটাই ঠকঠক করে কাঁপতেছে। অমাবস্যার রাতে কাল বৈশাখী ঝড়, সে যে কি জিনিস তরে বললে তুই পেট পয়সাবি না ভাই। ঝড়ের রাতে কাল বৈশাখী, সে যেন এক দক্ষ যজ্ঞ রে, এক বিরাট দক্ষ যজ্ঞ। কি বুঝলি?
Sitting here, I know you want me to open up, right? To be honest with you, to be honest with myself. You know, it's never that easy admitting defeat, weakness. So here goes nothing. You know, to be honest with you, Doctor, I'm afraid and I'm ashamed. With every step I take, I worry about my existence being obliterated into nothingness. But somehow, emptiness is all I feel, and maybe all I will feel in the end. That is, if I still feel anything at all. You know, it's funny. Sometimes I just stare up at the ceiling, wondering when the next break will be. When next the inseams of my mind will rip open and reveal my hidden truth to the demons living inside my soul. Do you know they cackle and they gobble as my insecurities unfold themselves from the depths of their hell, and they want to feed their insatiable hunger, to control my mind and to define my being. So Let me ask you something. Does salvation even exist? You know, I've heard the naive tend to believe in this myth of redemption, not from their fears or from their misgivings, but redemption from themselves. So can I be saved? Can we be saved? Did I save my children when I killed them? Just help me, doctor. Just help me understand.
I don't tip. No, I don't believe in it. Don't give me that. If she doesn't make enough money, she can quit her job. I don't tip because society says I have to. Alright, I'll tip if someone really deserves a tipping. If they really put in the effort, I'll give something extra. But this tipping automatically, it's for the birds. As far as I'm concerned, they're just doing their job. She was okay. She wasn't anything special. Look, I ordered coffee. Now, we've been here a long time. She's only filled my cup, 3 times? I ordered coffee, I want it filled 6 times. The words too fucking busy shouldn't appear in a waitress's vocabulary. I mean, Jesus Christ, these women aren't starving to death. They make minimum wage. I used to work a job that was minimum wage, and when I did, it wasn't a job society deemed tip-worthy. You know what this is? It's the world's smallest violin playing just for the waitresses. Sway's working at McDonald's, but you don't feel the need to tip them, do you? Why not? They're serving you food. But no, society says, don't tip them over here, tip them over here. It's bullshit. Fuck all that. Look, I'm very sorry the government taxes their tips. That's fucked up, but that isn't my problem. It would appear to me that waitresses are one of the many groups the government fucks in the ass on a regular basis. You know, you show me a piece of paper that says the government shouldn't do that, I'll sign it. You put it to a vote, I'll vote for it, but what I won't do is play fucking ball. And another thing, as for this no college bullshit, I've got 3 words for you. Learn to fucking type, because if you're expecting me to help out with the rent, you're in for a big fucking surprise.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys and equals worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the streets, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and the food is unfit to eat. And we sit down and watch our TVs while some local newscaster tells us, today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes. As if that's how it's supposed to be. We all know things are bad, worse than bad. They're bad. It's like everything is going crazy. So we don't go out anymore. We sit down in our houses and slowly the world we live in gets smaller. And all we ask is, yo, can I have my TV and my hairdryer and my steel-belted radios? Oh, and my toaster. And I won't say anything, just leave me alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your members of parliament because they suck. Also, I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I wouldn't know. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the budget and the police brutality. I don't know. All I know is you've got to get mad. You've got to get mad. You've got to say I'm a human being. God damn it, my life has value. So I want you to get up right now. I want you to go to your window right now. Open it, stick your head out and yell. I want you to yell. Yes, yell out loud. Yell. I want you to yell. I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Stop it. Just fucking stop it, okay? I can't let you go, and you fucking pestering me is making it worse for both of us. I want to be in this situation far less than you do, for fucking real. Well, think about it. I mean, you'd be sweet if you managed to get out of here, and sure, fucking traumatized for life, but at least you could get on with it. I mean, there's no good option here. No matter what I do, I am completely screwed. Oh, you think so? Oh, really? Well, go ahead and tell me what my actual options are then. There's kill you. And here we go again with the sobbing. I don't want to kill you. I would have killed you 2 weeks ago if I wanted to kill you, you dumb shit. But my only other option is to let you go. And I can't let you go. I mean, how can I? You saw what I did. You saw me slice that fucker's throat. I mean, sure, I saved you from the fucking psycho. I saved your damn life. But you saw me commit murder. If you ever told anyone, oh God, here we go again. I'll never tell anyone you saved my life. I heard you the first fucking 100 times. Just think about it. How would you feel? Every day you're wondering, will she go to the cops today? Tell them how I butchered a guy in front of her, how I kept her locked in a room for 2.5 weeks while I tried to figure out what I was going to do. How do I live with that hanging over my head? God. Tell me, Christy, please. What the hell choice do I have? Fuck.
Then the ceiling was on the floor. The walls on the floor. The windows flew off. There was dust, things breaking, and the smell. The smell of burning. My arms, my legs, my feet, my hands, my fingers, my head. I have them, all of them. I saw they didn't. Adele and Shazia got me out of the house before the roof fell in. You must come with us, they said. The village is not safe. Come now, before it is too late. We got in the back of a truck. Others were there before us. Days and nights packed in tight like oranges in a box. At last we got to the camp. You must register, someone said. So I got in the queue. Men, women, children, and a dog. Dog. My papers. I panicked. My papers, but I had my papers. My father, my mother, my husband, my baby. We were never a moment without our papers. You may wonder, if I were you, I would be wondering, why does she never say their names? She can't have forgotten. I sing, not speak, not think. I sing a note of their own for my father, my mother, my husband, my baby. For then they were not just a name, they were who they were. my father, my mother, my husband, my baby, dead. All of them. Pray for a bomb, a bullet, a lightning flash to strike me here now.
Genius? No, no one can say they're a genius. Not because they don't know what one is, but they don't want to sound like a wanker. So, no, I wouldn't say that I'm a genius, but I mean, do I look like a wanker? You know, tons of people have an IQ of 145. I mean, literally tons. The average person weighs 80 kilograms. So there were 12.5 people in a ton. So there were literally hundreds of tons of geniuses living on Earth using that logic. Now, I'm not saying that I'm a genius because I have an extraordinarily high IQ, but okay, I've got to tell you something. This level of modesty is starting to sound a bit more like denial than an admirable character trait. So I'm just going to go right out and say it. I am a genius. There, I said it. Wanker, maybe. Genius, yeah. Confirmed. Look, let me ask you this. Could I learn 3 musical instruments in a week if I wasn't a genius? Okay, let me show you. Okay, this is an oboe. And that is a trombone. And that one, Okinawa. I learned all 3 of those just this week. So yeah, I am a genius. But, you know, I'm surprised you could tell because I did lend money to that Nigerian prince, but he's going to pay me back double, so it doesn't take a genius to jump on an investment like that.
You give up so easily. You don't get validation, you walk away. You don't get enough attention, you take some pills. That's the problem with your generation. Really? You're overindulged by your parents and you're spoiled and impatient and entitled. Hence the so-called suicide attempts. You don't want to die. You want people to pity you. It's pathetic. If you wanted to die, you would be dead. You would keep trying over and over until you got it right. But you don't drink bleach. You don't hang yourself or jump off a bridge or crash your car into a wall. You take some pills. You stick your head in the oven. It's a cry for help. So stop wasting your time idealizing and romanticizing death. And accept the fact that everyone is miserable. Life is hell. For everyone. They just fake it better. Who are you to think you deserve to be different? Just grow up already. Lose 80 pounds, buy some new clothes. Get a haircut and put on some makeup. Stop looking for fairness and authenticity and inspiration. Because they don't exist. Get a job at a bank. Get a manicure once a week. Marry a dentist. But for God's sake, don't have children. Because your DNA is filled with idealism, and no kid deserves to be saddled with that. When you're unhappy, go shopping, run 5 miles a day. All you have to do is stop whining, show some willpower. You're not special. You're just like everyone else. You think you're in pain, but it's all in your head. Just snap out of it.
What you wanna be, float your mind and listen to the beat. Rocking to the levels, you're so fortunate free. Looking up and arise in me.
What a fantastic show. Thank you so much, performers. Great stuff. And it's just so amazing to see performers from all around the world in the one event. Amazing. Loved it. Well done. Okay, a few things. So if you would like to get involved with World Monologue Games, you can sign up. We are already taking registrations for 2022 games. Maybe if you're one of the fan clubs, you could sign up and give it a go next year. Huh? Yeah, I think you should. We also have a film festival. So for all of the performers or anyone who is interested in film, World Monologue Film Festival is a unique format where we have one continuous take, one performer only, and 1 to 2.5 minutes, but there must be camera movement, and we do focus on the technical side of the production as well, whereas in the games it's really all about the acting. Shout out to our sponsors, Nyakachana and Arts Business Academy. You can find out more about those guys in the description of this video, and that's where you can find the links to join up for the games next year, or sign up as a fan as well if you want to get more notifications about our events, or for the film festival. Now, voting. So I am just saving a change to the description of this video, and you will now be able to find a link to the voting form. If you are watching this show live, you will have to refresh your screen for that link to appear. But yeah, hit the show more button at the description or the little down arrow at the bottom right hand corner of the screen, and you can find all of the links, including the link to the voting form. Now, this voting form will be open for 48 hours only if you would like to pick your 2 favorite performers and help select who goes through to the World Monologue Games Global Finals, along with our judges' choice winners. Just a quick note, please don't try to vote twice. Your votes will all be removed, and performers, remember, you are not allowed to share the voting link directly on your social media or via email or whatever. Please share a link to the show so we can get people watching this amazing event. Okay, now we have a few more shows in the main professional category this weekend. We have 2 shows. Tomorrow we have Australia and Europe. At 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. respectively, Australian Eastern Standard Time. It is 9:45 p.m. for the benefit of those of you who are watching and not in Sydney. And then we have a show the next morning on Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m. Sydney time, and that is the main professional category from Canada. So lots of great stuff. And of course, we have another weekend, another 4 shows on next weekend. If you're keen to find out the winners, you'll see there's a link to the winners announcement, which is happening in about 10 days, 11 days, something like that, Wednesday week. So you can find out who is going through to the globals from the main professional category. It's been lovely to have you here with us. Thank you so much for joining. A massive congratulations again to the performers. Some really fun, varied pieces today. It was one of my favorite shows just for the amount of variety and the quality performing. So well done. Props to you all. Have a good evening or a good day, and I will see you tomorrow at the next 2 shows. Ciao.